It's us again. We are from Reading with Joan. And once again, we want to welcome you to this afternoon's broadcast. And as usual, I'm Joan and
Jemima
and
Jadida.
these are my co-hosts. Today we are having two, or let's see, we have a guest reader again, Ayo, with us. She's going to be reading for us today. We are still hoping to have another guest reader after Ayo, but I hope you have fun as you listen to the readings from these two beautiful girls when she comes in. And here we go. Ayo, we want you to introduce the book you're reading. Show us the book and then you can read.
Okay. Hello, I am Ayo, and I'm going to be reading Cold Case Christianity for Kids by J. Warner Wallace and Susie Wallace with Rob Suggs. Introduction. Wanted. A few good detectives. As the final school bell rings, you feel a rush of excitement. Today's the day you start training to become a student police cadet, along with two of your friends, Daniel and Hannah. You're excited to wear your new cadet uniform, and you can't wait to see the inside of the police department. Hannah was the first to see the school bulletin boards. Wanted. New recruits to become good detectives. After reading it, she hurried to tell you and Daniel the news. Over at the local police department, they're starting a new detective training academy for students cadets. The three of you walk through the door into the police station. The desk assistant greets you. Hello, I know exactly why you're here. I'll call Detective Jeffries for you. She picks up her phone, pushes a button, then says, Alan, your new cadets are here. A moment later, a tower bear of a man turns the corner and enters the room. He says, You must be the new cadet. I'm Detective Jeffries. His voice is deep and a little like a growl. He seems serious and a bit scary. You think, I wouldn't want to see him angry. But then he smiles from out of nowhere and his face softens. Follow me, he commands as he walks you through the station to the briefing room. Detectives and officers are busy at work. Uniforms and evidence are spread out on the tables. You stop for a moment to watch all the activity. Detective Jeffries clears his throat. Ahem. He's standing impatiently at the briefing room door. You quickly walk in and sit next to Daniel, Hannah, and some students from other schools in the area. Who wants to learn how to investigate cold cases? Asks the burly Detective Jeffries. Many hands go up. Good. He nods. What part of investigations are you most interested in? Daniel raises his hands. Gadgets, he says. The high-tech stuff. You see them used to solve crimes in movies. Can you show us some of that stuff? Jeffries looks at Daniel with a smirk on his face. Movies. Huh. Well, we do sometimes use technology, but I'll tell you a secret about how we solve most crimes. Everyone leans forward for the answer. Jeffries lifts off his pointer finger and taps the side of his head. Your brain, asks Daniel, one of the students from another school. Jason frowns and looks disappointed at the answer. Don't frown, cadet, says Jeffries with authority. We solve cases by learning how to think, and detectives were doing that long ago before the invention of gadgets and computers. The brain is more reliable. In this student's academy, I'll teach you how to think like a cold case detective. When you graduate, you'll earn your academy certificate and you'll be able to volunteer here at the police department whenever you want. Jason is smiling now. Obviously, Jeffries has been doing this for a long time, and he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He can hardly wait for the next session. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayo. That was a beautiful reading, and I think I'll have to go into a detective school, don't you think?
Yeah.
I really am looking forward to that. So, viewers at home, boys and girls, we have an interlude, and Jamie and Jed will be doing their thing. I would like to disappear from their middle, so I won't obstruct them. Right? Both of them are playing together today. Come on, yeah. Jim.
Okay.
It's time for you to play.
So we're going to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with a harmony.
Okay, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with a harmony. Okay, is any of you cutting off? Jamie, can you move it there a bit? Move, Church, move. Yeah, that's it.
Ready? Steady.
You ready to go? Want to go? Wow, do you want to play that again? Because I just love it. Why don't you play it again, please? I just love it. One more time.
Okay,
give it to
ready?
us. 1, 2, go.
2, 3.
Well done, girls. And I have a question from their instrument. Tell me, kids, who played the harmony and who played the melody among the two of them? No, it doesn't matter whether it's hard or not. Can you tell me who played the harmony and who played the melody? Hey, Chinsun, yes, come on, tell us.
Did Jed play the harmony?
No, she didn't. So, any other person who played the harmony and who played the melody? So, a good trial. Jed played the melody and Jamie played the harmony. Because sometimes harmony are a bit more technical and more difficult than the melody. So in singing terms, the melody is the soprano in singing terms, while the harmony is alto, tenors, and bass, the combination of the difficult parts you need to learn. So that's a bit of music theory today. Oh, wow, we are going into music. That's interesting. So we have a second reader today, Cindy. We welcome you on board. Can you show us the title of a book you're reading and tell us, and then you read for us. What's the title?
The title is Lulu and the Rabbit Next Door.
Woo! I love animal stories. That's another tan. Tan the cat's coming. All right, so Mr. Porridge. Right, okay, go ahead and read first.
Chapter 1. More than Lulu and Melly could bear. All the houses in Lulu Street were very small, like Lego houses, said Lulu. They really did look like toy houses. They had brightly colored doors and flower pots of flowers and gardens at the back like a row of patchwork squares. Lulu's house had a green door and a dog's water bowl by the doorstep. Her cousin Melly, who lived further down the street, had a yellow door which she had been allowed to paint herself for birthday presents. Some people said the street was friendly. Other people said it was nosy. Lulu and Melly were both friendly and nosy. At the beginning of summer holidays, when a new family moved into the house next door to Lulu's, they couldn't help watching. The new family was a father, a mother, and a boy. They arrived with a big white van. Lulu and Melly sat on Lulu's doorstep and watched it being unloaded until Lulu's mother made them come inside. It's nice to say hello and be friendly, she told them, but sitting and staring is too much. We offered to carry things, said Lulu, but they said no thank you. Politely, said Melly. They are very polite. And the boy's got an Xbox. We saw it. He carried it in and he didn't come out again. He'll be setting it up, said Lulu. Let's go round and help. But Lulu's mother said very firmly that they could not do this either. So they went up to Lulu's room and hung out of her window. That was when they saw that something had appeared in the next door garden. A rabbit hutch, said Lulu as she hunted out her pirate telescope so she could look at the hutch more closely. A rabbit hutch with a rabbit in it, she told Melly triumphantly. Why would he have a rabbit hutch without a rabbit in it? Asked Melly. He might have got the hutch and be saving up for the rabbit, said Lulu. I had my hamster cage ages before I managed to save up for my hamster. How old do you think he is? Asked Melly. Older than us, said Lulu. 8? 8? Exclaimed Melly. He's not 8. He was titchy. 6. 6, polite, interested in animals. What else? He'll come out to see his rabbit soon, said Lulu. Then we'll find out more. However, the boy did not come out soon. Lulu and Melly waited a long, long time before he appeared. At last, said Melly, yawning. She waved, but the boy didn't wave back. Shy, said Melly. The boy walked down the garden, carrying a bag. He went to the rabbit hutch. He opened the rabbit hutch door. He lifted out a china bowl and filled it with rabbit food out of the bag. He put the bowl back into the hutch and closed the door. Then he hurried back towards the house. There's lovely dandelions in his garden, said Lulu. I wonder if he's noticed. She called dandelions and pointed, but the boy did not look up. He went inside and he did not appear again. Lulu did not have a chance to talk to him until the next day. Hello, she called. I'm busy, said the boy, and turned his back. It was difficult to talk to an unfriendly bat, but by trying very hard, Lulu managed, and she discovered that everything she and Melly had guessed the day before was wrong. He wasn't 6 or 8. He was 7, like them. He wasn't shy, and he wasn't at all interested in animals. Lulu found that out by saying, We saw your rabbit yesterday. Oh, said the boy, and shrugged. His name was Arthur. You all right moving house, not muddled up or anything? Arthur turned round and then stared at Lulu as if she were mad. I suppose he'll soon get used to it anyway, said Lulu. And he'll like exploring a new garden. There's good dandelions in your garden. There's none left in mine. I don't know what you're going on about, said Arthur. Dandelions, said Lulu patiently, 'cause I've got 2 guinea pigs, and they like them just as much as the rabbit. I've got 5 rabbits, 4 who live together 'cause they're friends, and an only rabbit called Thumper who— You've got 5 rabbits? Demanded Arthur. Lulu nodded proudly. Why would anyone want 5 boring rabbits? They're not boring. I've got one, that's enough. 5. What do you do with 5 rabbits? Lots of things. Do you know what my one does? What? Nothing. Why did you get him then? I didn't. My granddad did. For my birthday. I told him exactly the game I wanted for my Xbox, and he went and got me a boring rabbit. How fair is that? Why did he? Asked Lulu. He says Xboxes are rubbish, that's why. That's 'cause he's old, said Lulu wisely. He's not that old, says Arthur. He still plays football. Anyway, he gave me that rabbit. George. He called it George. Him, not it, interrupted Lulu. It makes no difference. It does. And why don't you give poor George to someone who does want him? Mum won't let me, said Arthur at once. She says Granddad would be upset. And you needn't call him poor. I look after him, I feed him, and I check his water, and I clean him out every single week. That was true. Lulu knew it was true, because she and Melly checked. They could see George's hutch quite clearly from Lulu's bedroom window. With Lulu's telescope, they could see George sitting inside, day after day, week after week. Twice a day at breakfast time and tea time, Arthur visited George with food and water. Once a week on Saturday morning, he put him on the ground, scooped all the sawdust out of the hutch into a black bin bag and pooped fresh. It didn't take long to do this. The whole job was over in just a few minutes. During those few minutes, George became a different rabbit, a non-sitting rabbit. He would begin with hop, then a stretch, then he would begin to run. He ran faster and faster in a racing circle all around the little garden. Sometimes as he ran, he leapt high into the air. He ran until he had to stop panting so hard his sides went in and out. Then Arthur would pick him up and put him back inside his hutch, sit there for another week. It was more than Lulu and Melly could bear. Chapter 2. What Thumper Would Say. Lulu said, What about kidnapping, George? Rabbit napping, said Melly. Rabbit napping then, agreed Lulu. Then what? Asked Melly. Rabbit napping him to my house, and me looking after him. But everyone would know he was at your house, objected Melly. How? Lulu, said Melly. Everyone knows that all the animals end up at your house. Your house has animals the way other people's houses have cushions. That was not quite true, but it was nearly true. A great many animals did end up at Lulu's house. Some of them, like the hamster who lived in Lulu's bedroom, had been bought by Lulu herself, but most of them had just arrived. Rocco, the bouncy young dog, had been astray from the beach. Green Ginger, the very old parrot, had belonged to a neighbor who moved away. 4 of Lulu's rabbits had come from a rescue center, and the 5th, a fat brown rabbit named Thumper, had been sent from his first home in disgrace. We bought him to be a house rabbit, his owners had complained. Thumper had not known that. No one told him the rules for how house rabbits should behave in houses. Snip, 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 went his sharp rabbit teeth, all in one lively afternoon. They snipped through shoelaces, electric cable, and the TV aerial, 2 laptop transformers, and the telephone line. His owner should have been pleased that he wasn't electrocuted, said Lulu when she heard. His owners were not pleased. They shut him in the bathroom. Thumper busily dug up a large part of the bathroom floor. He is not a house rabbit, said his disappointed owner. He's a problem rabbit. They gave him to Lulu, who gave him twigs to snip instead of cable, and earth to dig in instead of bathroom floors. He was still a bit of a problem, though. The other rabbits would not be friends with him. They chased him away when he stumped over them to play. If I rabbit napped George, he could be Thumper's friend, said Lulu. But Melly would not agree. She had a much better idea. Better, braver, more exciting, she said, bouncing as she spoke. Arthur keeps poor George in a cage with nothing to do, doesn't he? Yes, agreed Lulu. So what we should do is put Arthur in a cage with nothing to do. Why, then he would see what it's like. But your shed could be a cage. We could take out the guinea pigs because they make it too interesting. And Arthur could sleep on those bags of hay. And we could beat him.
Cindy, well done. That was fantastic. I was already dreaming in the land of Lulu, George, Otto, and all the rabbits. I grew up having rabbits as a kid, and my mind just went back to my brown spotted rabbits, and I love eating rabbits, unfortunately. So we just we have them and we also eat them. Anyway, thank you so much, Cindy. Now, today's question is a bonus question for Jamie and Jed. Yes, because they didn't read today. So, Cindy, can you ask Jamie and Jed a question? Let's know whether they were listening. Come on.
What was Arthur's rabbit called?
Wow.
George. Jamie told me.
Jamie shouldn't have told
Okay, my question.
Okay, no. Ayo is not here. Then I'm good. Okay. Ask Jamie a question.
Where did Arthur live?
Where does Arthur live?
Arthur lives next door to Lulu.
Is that correct? Oh, yes. Then you were listening. You were listening. Right. My question to you. What was the story Ayo was reading about?
It's about going to be police cadets and
can you
detective.
Detective. Can you mention one of the characters in the book? Ayo, is that true? Let her tell us. Is that true? No, let her tell us. Is that true? Is one of the people in your book called George?
No, Daniel.
Daniel? Yes, yeah, you're correct. So you guys are listening. You know why I did that? I wanted all the kids to know that even though you're not reading today, you're also listening to their book. And I'm so pleased to say, oh, they were listening. That's good. Okay, thank you, Dancing Queen. Right, kids, we want to thank you for joining us today. Cindy, we are looking forward to you reading the book about Lulu, Otto, and George next week, Thursday. And Ayo, we want to know more about the students in the Cadet Club. So thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow on Reading with Joan. Bye-bye, kids. We love you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.